Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Real Ball Talk. Um, Jeff, how you feeling, bro? Friday, innit? What you saying?
All good, all good. Thank God it's Friday and all that jazz. Happy
Yeah,
it's the weekend. Need a little break from work, man. So let's talk some football.
yeah, man, 100%. Obviously, Jalil and Rash couldn't make it today. Family responsibilities. Nah, so big up to them. They'll be on a Monday when we got our review show. But as Jeff said, man, smash the likes as soon as you come in.
Yep.
Remember, the likes help us out. So if you can do that, smash the likes. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. But yeah, man, let's get straight into it. I think obviously the big game of the weekend is Sunday. Liverpool Man City 4:30 kickoff. The last two league winners facing off at Anfield. And it should be a good game. Obviously, Liverpool coming off the back of a 5-1 victory in the Champions League away to Porto. Salah getting another couple goals. Marnie getting on the score sheet. Curtis Jones very impressive in midfield. Um, and Man City coming off the back of a 2-0 defeat to PSG, where they were pretty unlucky, if we're being honest. I think
Definitely.
they definitely shouldn't have lost that game. It should have been probably a draw at least. I think they actually played better than PSG, but they missed that mad chance with Bernardo Silva where I still don't know how he missed that. That
It's
was
harder to
mad.
miss.
It was harder to miss, genuinely harder to miss. And then obviously they're dominating the game, and out of nowhere, Messi, moment of magic, boom, 2-0, game over. And it was a wrap from there. So, but it should be a good game. Everyone's looking forward to it. What's your early hunch, Jeff? Liverpool City, like who are you leaning towards for this game?
Man. See, I think Liverpool are going to be missing Thiago and Trent.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, obviously Trent is a massive part of their game. Thiago is cold. Like we all know Thiago is cold, but just hasn't been fit for long enough. So they
Yeah,
probably can do without him because Curtis Jones is he's good. He can play.
yeah, he's good.
So he can kind of slot in as he has been doing. But I don't know what they're gonna do about no Trent because that's a lot of their attacking play comes from him. So
Mm.
without him playing, whoever plays left wing, it'd probably be Grealish. Who knows? After he had a difficult game against Hakimi.
That's the key. Yeah.
Um, yeah, Hakimi's on steroids, man. There's something wrong with
Mm.
that guy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm leaning towards a City win.
Okay.
Just looking at no Trent and no Thiago. Like obviously, you still got Salah and Mane. They're killers. But yeah, man, it's hard to bet against City with no Trent.
Yeah. What do you think? Because obviously, do you think the lack of strike is going to hurt City in this game? Because I don't know if Liverpool will sit back, to be honest. Liverpool, I think, will try and press them.
Yeah, like in the last few outings, they kind of like it's a style clash in a way. They
It
do the
is.
same thing. They set traps for each other,
Yeah.
and it's just all about who was the better tactician on the day and the better team, like which team executed the manager's orders better. So I'm expecting one more of the same. Like the game's normally exciting. It's normally like a battle of two geniuses, like manager wise. Like we
Mm,
know Pep is cold, we know Klopp is cold,
yeah.
so it's I don't know, man. I don't know if the lack of striker will affect him. It didn't seem to affect him against Chelsea. They destroyed Chelsea
They
tactically.
did. Yeah, they did.
Like Chelsea are normally pretty good at playing out of the press. They were
Mm,
misplacing passes. They couldn't get out. Like they were
mm,
trapped. So with like Jesus playing on the right wing, he seems to be doing all right. I think KDB might even play in that false nine that game possibly,
yeah,
and
possibly.
maybe they play Grealish a bit deeper. Who knows? With
Mm.
Sterling wide or Foden or whoever they got options, many of them.
Yeah. Do you think this game? Do you think that Pep remembering what Foden did to Liverpool last year at Anfield, and what was probably one of his breakout games where people really said, "Yeah, this kid's arrived now." Do you
Mm.
think Pep's going to think back and go to that, or do you think he's going to go? Because I think they're still trying to find a way of blending KDB and Grealish in a weird way.
Yeah,
Because Grealish is such a type of player that the ball has to go through him a lot,
it
which means that the
does.
ball is on the left a lot, and KDB works better from the other side. And I'm finding
Yeah,
that. it's taken away from KDB. It's like less going through him, and I think there's a little adjustment period that's going on there. So
yeah, and I see what you mean. Like again, like that game against PSG is like what we've been saying. Like Grealish is top quality in my opinion, but just you're gonna have to learn the intricacies of playing at a top team. Like when was that game? Wednesday or Tuesday? I can't even remember. Tuesday. That was like a reality check. Like
it was. Yeah,
you can't just breeze past everyone because you're not always gonna get the foul. Like it's not always gonna happen. Like a lot of his game is he can burst past someone, he's stronger than them, and he just puts his body in a way where he can win the foul. But Hakimi is all over you. Like he wasn't letting him breathe, and it showed. So his game's gonna have to change, like naturally. Like you can't keep playing like that, because, like especially in like Champions League games, it's more decisive. You have to be. You can't just carry the ball like you did at Aston Villa. And I think we've all kind of said that. Like his game's gonna have to change. So I don't know about this game. I don't know if Foden may start. Like when he came on, I'm not gonna lie, he looked very bright and kind of expected. Yeah. Like kind of start before Messi did Messi. Like he was kind of unsettling that back line a bit. So I don't know if he'll start because this is a big game to come back into. But Pep does some wild stuff sometimes, man. So he might just decide, you know what? Like you said, he killed you lot last year. Let me throw him in the mix again and see how you deal with him. See if you got a plan for my guy.
Yeah. One thing, obviously, big up Joystick Girl saying Grealish looking real Sancho-ish. Obviously, Jadon Sancho is the joke of the town among rival fans at the moment. We said it, bro. We said that Sancho's going to be exposed at United, bro. Like, he's going to be... We're going to get on to Sancho and United because he's being exposed. But, yeah, man, I think Grealish has been actually pretty good so far for City.
Me too.
I can't lie. That way he was bad against PSG, no lie. But I think he's been pretty decent so far.
Like, apart from like the Spurs game, maybe his other game where you could say he wasn't
first game, innit? First game.
That's a tough game to come into. Like he had Tanganga who was chopping him. He was not letting him breathe. On his neck. So I don't think it's been a bad. He started well. Like Champions League goal, scored in the Prem already. Like he's been creative. He's been good out there. He's kind of fitted in the team well. It's just literally that. Just last game was literally just more of a reminder of, all right, you can't just carry the ball. Like it's more like play with 2 touch at times. Don't play with 10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is spot on. You can't say it better than that. I think that's the thing. Quicker sometimes.
Freakish.
What? Burnley and Leeds Champions League is different. I mean,
what?
The Champions League is different. Freakish, that's a mad nickname.
I don't know why you said that. Joystick girls.
I think we've almost, in this era, we've almost forgotten that, you know what? There are times that defenders can come out on top against the opponents. It
happens. It just
happens. It happens. Sometimes you get pocketed and you got to come back, bounce back. Like, it's part of the game. So, I don't know, man. Like, Hakimi is a beast, though. Like, we got
listen, he's probably top 2 right backs in the world. Like for me, Trent would probably be up there just because of what he brings attacking wise. Like, we all know he's probably average defending wise, but he offers too much going forward. Hakimi is almost that perfect balance of both. Like he can defend, and like even the goal, Messi's goal is him for me. Without the run, Messi can't cut inside the way he did.
Nope.
Because whoever was defending that would have been closer to him. I can't remember who it was.
Just stayed.
Yeah, but that decoy run, like even to bust the gut and run 50 yards like that, knowing you might not get the ball, is some wild shit, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah. Wait, what about you said top 2, right? Yeah. What about when Kimmich plays right back? You got him up there as well, because I got Kimmich up there. When he plays right back, I think he's on real right back as well.
To me, if Kimmich plays right back, he's the best. But
I agree. Same.
He's just one of those. He's Lahm. He's literally Lahm understudy. Like if he plays fullback, like I have Lahm as the best fullback ever for me. Like, Lahm's my best.
I'm not mad at that.
Like Kimmich is literally the same as him. A smart defender, good on the ball. Like yay high, but you can't really get around him like that. But yeah, he don't play there enough anymore. Like he kind of plays centre mid a lot, so
Yeah.
I can't really have him there.
You know what I would say? I'd say Kimmich is like a 2.0 Lam, but I would say Lam is better fullback than Kimmich, but Kimmich is better centre mid than Lam was.
Yeah.
Lam tried that whole DM thing and he was decent, but Kimmich is better at that.
It was just one like
Lam was complete.
Yeah. That's you said it perfectly. Like Lam centre mid, like obviously he's a great player, so he ain't gonna look shit there. Like because he's still Lam. Yeah. But like you're kind of taking away his qualities more when he plays there. We all know that fullback, left back, he was left back for how many years, moved to right back, was still ridiculous. So yeah, I think I agree with you.
I mean, yeah, bro, listen, you can't give credit to anyone who's not a Liverpool player. So you probably think Trent's so good that he probably has no competition. I mean, you haven't watched him, so
go watch him. Samikas is better than like Cancelo or something.
Bro, listen, man, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, you can't give people praise. Like, it's almost like Trent's at such a level where if you mention someone his level, it's now disrespect. Like,
and I just said he's top 2.
Yeah, like, you can't say much more, bro. You can't say much more.
Unless you want me to say he's the best ever. I don't know how else.
Not even close, to be fair. Joystick Skill probably thinks he is the best right back ever. So
you're probably right.
I wanted City to big up Jalil saying I wanted City to win, can't lie, but they go for Messi. He ain't lost shit. Jack Grealish shows he is at the right level, even though City lost. Yeah, Grealish, it was one bad game.
Yeah, it's just like, I wouldn't even call him like shocking. Like I saw a few that he was shocking. I wouldn't say shocking because like he's willing to get on the ball, he's willing to go as right back. You just came up against one of the best around. So listen, man, it's not a bad thing. Like you got the return leg, show them what you can do in the return leg.
Exactly, that's what it's about, man. You got to bounce back. So, but all right, that's the City perspective. Now, if we look at the Liverpool side of it. No Trent, no Thiago. But obviously Salah scoring every game at the moment. Mane, he's not on top form, but he's still got like 4 or 5 goals this season.
Yeah, Mane's at 65%, if I'm honest.
Yeah, which is kind of mad. He could break out at any point.
It's coming. When he gets his rich vein of form, he's gonna score like 12 in 12 or something wild like that. You can see it already.
Yeah, because like right now, I think Salah scored every game except one. So like Liverpool, like we know Salah and Mane are the goal scorers at Liverpool. Like you know, they're a very unique team. I don't know if I've ever seen a team where they are so reliant on their wide forwards to score like that.
It's a bit crazy. Yeah. Yeah, because there's not a traditional number. Like Salah is weird because Salah plays wing, but he doesn't. Like a lot of his runs are infield. Like a lot of the passes that he kind of leaves that space for Trent and then comes infield a bit. So it's a weird thing. Like they're both almost direct strikers, but operate from the wing. I can't describe it.
It's very, very strange to describe, to be honest. And I think it's almost got to the point where, like, you know, the normal comparisons are like Salah, Hazard, Salah, Bale. And it's almost weird to compare them because they're just too different now. Like the positions you see Salah and Mane pick up, you're like, are these guys fingers? Like,
nah. Salah just it's almost like it's almost a free roll. In a way,
almost, yeah.
Because like their defensive work, like Mane might track back at times. I don't see Salah have to track back. It's even weird how they like compensate for Salah attacking so much and Trent attacking so much by the centre mid coming across and covering so much whilst doing his defensive work. It's like, how the hell have you done that? Like, God really is a genius when I think about it.
Nah, he is, and obviously Jalil saying Diaz versus Van Dijk should be spoken about. Is this a debate? What do you think? I don't think it's a debate. I know at one point last season it was starting, but I don't know, man. We kind of said it, Jeff. Like, I think we both think Laporte's better, isn't it?
Yeah, for me, listen, Laporte is like I watched him live one game and he's incredible, man. Like he's literally incredible. Like Diaz, don't get me wrong, it's one of the best debut seasons you'll see. That was a solid debut season, and it ends up in your team winning, and you are responsible for a lot of it. Don't get me wrong; he's really, really cold. But all right, Van Dijk. If Van Dijk is 100%, even Van Dijk currently, like Van Dijk, you wouldn't really like. I thought it would take him a bit longer to find his stride, or he might never get back his stride.
Yeah, or he might never get back. Yeah.
At the moment, he seems all right. Like, don't get me wrong, he had a difficult game against Tony and whatnot, but overall, he still seems pretty good. So, if we're going on who's better, it's Van Dijk.
Yeah. Van Dijk is better, and yeah, obviously, Joyce the girl saying Curtis Jones will be man of the match. Bold statement. Now, you see, the thing is that obviously Curtis Jones was man of the match against Porto, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at the highlights, right, and like because obviously you go on Twitter and you see some of the comparisons saying Curtis Jones today played like Iniesta and all these type of things. And you're like, all right,
chill.
It's madness, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But then you look at like it's like I saw bare Liverpool pages saying Curtis Jones tonight got 4 assists. And I was like, wow, that's mad impressive. Until I realized that 2 of the assist he claims were actually shots that were saved by the keeper and rebounded. So that's one thing. I never knew those now count as assists.
Yeah, to me,
where is the game going, Joe?
It's just revisionist stuff, because if you didn't watch the game and you're going off what people are saying, you'd honestly believe that he made 4 incisive, like heart-cutting passes, and he opened up a defense. Like this shooting stuff and it's an assist, I get it. Like you're still contributing the goal, but like it's just crazy. Like like if I didn't play fantasy football where I needed those assists, I'll be grilling this.
Yeah, literally. That's what. Listen, fantasy football. I don't know if it comes partly from that, but bro, I don't know. This fascination with stats is scary, and
it's disgusting, man. Because people think that everything is stats, like everything. Like even if someone isn't playing well, they might say, "Oh, he's got like if it's a defender, he's got 86 interceptions. Like he's better than PO." It's like, what are you talking about? Like, no,
bro. Like, and this is the thing, yeah. I swear, the other day when we were watching the PSG Man City, that's when Liverpool won 5-1. So Salah got his 2 goals. Yeah, Madrid played that day against Sheriff. Obviously, they lost. They lost. Cool. But anyway, so we're all watching the PSG game, commenting on the group chat. And my boy's like, yo, Salah scored 2 goals. Meanwhile, I bet Hazard's putting in another bummy performance. So I replied to him saying, are you watching either of the games? He's like, nah. So I'm like, so you've already made your judgment that one guy's been shit and one guy's been good purely off stats that have been presented to you.
It's crazy, man. Like me. All right, we're probably from the. I go by the eye test. Like I don't determine if you're good by stats. If I like you in the way you play, I'll say you're good. Like because if you play football, like you have a certain affinity for someone. If they play football and you can understand their moves, you'll be like, I like this guy. Like I like I like the way he thinks. Like he's thinking about stuff like a real footballer would, like the little round the corner passes, stuff like that. You look at it and be like, I like this. But you can't just go off. All right, this guy banged 42 goals in the Ukrainian league. He's cold. Like it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, bro. Listen, Ted D, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You were the one telling me that Pepe got an assist when the ball hit his ass after he missed against Norwich, bro. Jeff, don't
wait.
Get me. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, these men were here telling me that was an assist.
Come on, man.
Bro, like, there's no shame. No, obviously, big up Ted D. That's my guy. Big up Ted D.
He said there's no shame.
There's no shame anymore. It's mad. No. When it was Pogba for assists, it wasn't scary. Bro, like, again, context. Like, Pogba actually got 4 assists.
Some of those passes were world class. Like,
the one
amazing passes.
Can do that.
Yeah, like 1-of-1 passes, like literally.
But you see that this is what I'm saying, Jeff, bro. This is what we're facing. This is what we're up against.
I can't lie. We've lost. Like we can't.
We've lost.
There's nothing we can
we've
do.
lost.
There's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
But all we can do is just try and remind people that this isn't life. Like you have to watch the game to have an opinion a lot of the time. You can't just go off stats because you're kind of ruining the football experience when you do that.
I mean, Hazard is shit. Why do we even mention him on Ultimate Team? He went from being worth 1 mil to being worth. I mean, again,
if this is your measuring stick, like this is not good. Like you can't say on Ultimate Team. Like we can agree, Hazard's drop in form decline has been
drastic,
pretty drastic. Not to say his ability still isn't the same. It's him for me.
It's him.
Like,
it's him. Yeah.
He got the big move. He got fat like straight away. He's been injured a lot, and he just seems content. Like, but if we go off ability, like Hazard is still a top quality player. It's just
it's just about putting it in week in and week out now, which is going to be tough for him now because he was never really a stats man.
No.
So now I think it's going to be hard for him. I think to even if he did get back on top form, because now people don't watch him in La Liga. It's going to be a case of, well, did he score? Did he assist? Nah. So you know what I'm saying? Shit. And big up Ted Adi saying add context. You know what? Okay, I'll add the context to be fair to Ted Adi. Right? When Pepe hit the post, right? I was thinking, how the hell is this goal not offside when Aubameyang scored? Right?
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. It wasn't offside because the defender of Norwich tackled Pepe before he got it in the post when Aubameyang. And that's when they were like, nah, Pepe got the assist. And I'm like, raw, how did Pepe get the assist? And that's when I found out that he hit the ball off his backside, isn't it? So fair enough to tell that D, but still, it's a shameless assist. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, it's one that you shouldn't like. Pepe shouldn't come to the end of the season.
You know what I'm
saying?
My God. Listen,
whoa. Oh, he made it. Mama made it.
John's like, fuck off on that.
This guy always, it's like he's got a spidey sense. Whenever he gets something he doesn't like, he appears, bro. He did the same last week.
Hey, what you saying, though?
Yeah, man, good, man. Hope you guys are good. I just ate a fat Morley's, man. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
Triple M.
Nah, man, I got a chicken burger this time, man.
Triple M is a legendary burger.
If I had that, I wouldn't be on the show. I'd be sleeping.
Yeah, don't blame me, mate.
But listen, people, 7 of you in here, big up everyone, smash the likes. Right, Jalil, we're just literally finishing up on Liverpool City, so you're just in time. Give me your predictions for the game.
Yeah, man. I feel like you got covered a lot on that, man. Predictions for the game. When it's the top two sides, it just seems like it's going to be. I'm going to go for a 0-0.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't think anybody will score. It's actually wait. No, let me make it a bit more spicy. Let me go 1-1. Let me go 1-1, man.
Okay, 1-1. All right, Jeff, what are you going for?
I'm gonna go with City 2-1.
2-1 City. Okay, I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool. I think Liverpool might nick it. Liverpool might nick it, but it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good game and a tight game as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. People obviously share your predictions in the chat. Smash the like. So we're about to move on to Man United Everton. That's the early game tomorrow, 12:30.
Yep.
United are coming off the back of that mad win against Villarreal. I think we're still wondering how they did it. You know, the fraud himself got the winner in the last minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he did it. The old man should have run down the tunnel after he scored. Absolutely shameless, threw his top off. I'm off United. Fuck United.
Wait. Yeah, before we get into this, let's explain why are you saying Ronaldo is done? Because you said this last episode. Why is he done for you?
Why is he done? Yeah.
You know what? You know what I'm saying, Jeff. Yeah, hear me out. I've got to be consistent here, right? I can't be biased. Okay. I love Ronaldo with all my heart, but watching him, especially against Villarreal, it's actually sad. The guy is washed up. Like, he can't move. He can't skill people up anymore. His link-up play is horrible. He'll go in the halfway line, do a step over to look fancy, but it's just idiotic. He'll try flicks. He'll go to the other team. He's just useless. I just gotta be
Oh my
honest.
God.
Like I was clapping Aubameyang at Arsenal for doing the same thing. I've said it. He's a 36-year-old Aubameyang.
No, but all right. Let's put it this way, yeah, because like Ronaldo, listen, regardless of how you feel about the guy, he's one of the best ever.
Oh yeah.
But
you know me.
he's played this way for maybe 4 or 5 years, like where his game is goal based. Like he doesn't really get involved in the play because he doesn't have to anymore. Like it's just you put the ball in the box, I finish. So he's really doing the same thing he was doing in maybe like 2016, 2017, where he was getting credit for it.
I agree with you. You're 100% right. But now let me ask you both this. A few years ago, I feel like he still had a still bit more to his legs where he could pick and choose moment where he could turn up the pace. I don't feel like he can do that anymore now because his legs have got to such a point. Do you now not think that he's got to a stage where he's scoring goals, but because of his lack of all-around game, because of his age, is actually to the detriment of the team? Do we not think it's bordering on that point?
I can't say that. Detriment is a strong word.
All right, yeah, detriment's a strong word, but it doesn't. Has Ronaldo going to United made them better?
In terms of their football,
the way they play, I don't see any difference. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, but probably not. Like because their build-up still isn't great, but that's a lot to do with their build-up. Like it's the players in the middle to me that are really to the detriment of Manchester United. Like Fred and McTominay, so we said it many times, like you can win the ball, that's cool. Like McTominay, I don't think is bad. He's not a bad player. Like he's a squad player. Fred again is more a squad player. You just shouldn't be starting week in, week out. Like you shouldn't at the end of the season now 60 games have played 50 and started 45. It shouldn't happen. So that's the problem. I can't blame Ronaldo for that because his job, like he came. There's 2 reasons he probably came back. 1 for the nostalgia, and 2 because he probably thought, you know what, I got some good players here. Maybe I can help fire this team to a title or close to one. So you got the Brunos, you got Pogba, you got Sancho, you got Rashford, you got Greenwood. I even throw a Lingard in there. There's people who can put chances on for you. So all you've really got to do is finish. I don't really have to depend on like Juve. If you watch Juve, like you're still rescuing Juve with like some great goals and stuff, and you shouldn't have to do that at 36. Like you guys should do your job. I should operate in this 18-yard box, and anything that comes in there, I'll slot, which is what he's been doing.
Facts.
No, you're right, and I think Jalil, like to come to you, I think it's the thing where obviously there's a lot of hyperboles that I've used, but I think the main point I really was just trying to get out is that I don't think Ronaldo improves a team anymore like he once did. Naturally, that's a lot because of age, if we're being honest, and we know that. But there was a report apparently that came out today in their flag that was saying that Ronaldo's already spoken to Solskjaer and said, yo, we need to get the ball up the pitch quicker because that's how I'm going to score more goals. Now, do you think United should be building their play around Ronaldo? Like, if you had to pick one player on their team now that you'd build their team around, would it actually be him? Or would it be a Bruno? Would it be a Pogba? Who is the player that you'd actually say, you know what, we actually need to get the best out of him?
That's a very good question, man. For me, first of all, I don't think it's hard to say when I was watching because you were watching him a couple of seasons ago against Atletico to bring it back and scored like a hat trick or something in that Champions League.
He was better then.
You look at him, he was better then. You look at him and he's running his head off, he's pressing, like he didn't want to lose. He had something to prove because he thought that was the year they were going to win it. I think here he's a bit more relaxed. I feel like he knows that he doesn't have to do much because if we look at a team like City and we look at a team like Liverpool and a team like Chelsea, the top 3, they're rivals at the moment in terms of they all press. Not one person's not pressing. Not one person's not pressing. Exactly. If you got someone like Ronaldo, running and acting like he's pressing, he's not doing nothing. He's giving the defenders time on the ball. As a defender, I would love to have Ronaldo pressing against me. Give me enough time to make me look good.
Jalil, just to come in there, that's a great point you're making. The stat came out today. Ronaldo's got the worst pressing rate of any striker in the Premier League.
Yeah, because it doesn't like that's the thing. That's why they don't look good. That's why they don't look as good as a Chelsea, Liverpool, and I'm gonna say it's gonna sound crazy, but even Everton's doing it. And Everton, who they're coming up against, press the ball.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Rafa's got them on pressing the ball from the top, and that's how it should be. Because if the 10 man behind Ronaldo are all pressing and he's not, that's one player less. If that makes sense. So that's why they don't look. That's why it doesn't look as good. What was your question again? Going back, you said something about Ronaldo. Who should they base? Yeah. So should they base? Yeah, it shouldn't be Ronaldo. No, he should, because to me he doesn't offer enough in terms of both aspects of the game, in terms of defense and attacking. He just does the attacking role. He doesn't offer nothing in defense. Who you should is actually Bruno and Pogba. One of those two, Rob. I'll be honest. I'm not Bruno's biggest fan because for me he's a stats man. When you guys want to talk about stats, he's a stats man. Yeah, because he gets all the stats. But again, I'm not going to give you discredit because you get stats, you get goals, you get assists. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? But he's not my type of player.
Yeah.
I said that Pogba is my type of player. You know, he looks fancy in the ball, he does the business, he can defend when he wants to. He's a bit lackluster when it comes to defending. He doesn't really like to do it, you can tell from his eyes, but you've seen it in against France, I think in the World Cup a couple of years ago. He was doing all the business, he was defending and everything. Those are the two creative players I think you should base the game around you. If Pogba wants to stick to the left, he's telling Solskjaer, do you know what? Let me stick to the left. I say you stick to the left, and you can. I know it's hard to base a game around someone who plays on the left, but for me, he's that kind of player. He's that good. He's that world class. For me personally, this is me, not anyone else. But I would base my game around Pogba because he's a true leader. For me, he talks. To me, he communicates. You know, Bruno does the same, but for me, Bruno moans. And you know me, like John, we played football yesterday. I hate moaners. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I like people who speak with authority and be like, "This is how you do it." Not like, "Oh, why did you fuck up?" No, you made a mistake. Fix it, and this is how you should fix it. Trust me, give me the ball. That's what Pogba would say. Pogba will ball anywhere. We see him do stupid skills in his own box. Do you know what I mean? When he's got the ball, and obviously he's lost it a few times. Fair enough, but he's not. Well, that's kind of plays that you want to play with. So yeah, going back to your question, I think Pogba base the game around him, man. Base the game, and I won't even go as far as saying Greenwood, bro. I don't know if you guys want to touch on this, but did he get named for in the squad?
Yeah, he didn't. We're gonna talk on him in a
second. Wait, and Sancho did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Do you see the shade that it came with?
It came with a lot.
And bro, the shade. Do you know who it came from? Mainly the damn manager said he shouldn't have been in the squad.
Who said it? Who said it?
Southgate said Sancho probably did not deserve to be in the squad.
No, Southgate did.
They said that.
No,
Southgate said that.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, Southgate. So wait, Southgate said he probably shouldn't be in the squad. So what's his reasons for taking him then?
Probably just we don't know.
He plays for United. That's what it is.
But Greenwood though.
Bro, listen, the Greenwood thing. Listen, we're gonna touch on that, but let me read some of the comments. People smash the likes. What's it called? I've missed quite a few. John's being real here now. First year Juve weren't that bad. Now he's worse. Look at that pass Cavani chased down that Ronaldo ignored. It summed him up. Yeah, that was pretty bad, to be honest. Ronaldo kind of stopped there. I knew Ronaldo was finished when Pepe slapped him against Porto. Chiesa held that team together in that game. What about the £17 million signing?
Oh, God.
We're going to hear.
This is not good.
On the 73 million talisman, world-class, best young player ever signed. That was a lot.
He said a lot there.
Big up CJ in the building. Hope you're good, bro. Saying I hate you, little, but the question is, will Pogba stay at United? Now you see, that's another thing.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's a 50-50 right now. But let's touch on Sancho, man. £73 million man. Obviously, Jeff, I'll come to you, but if you remember, I think Jalil 2 or 3 weeks ago asked in our group chat, said, is it not time to at least question him a little bit? He is worth 73 million. And I said, nah, man, relax. It's been 2 games. Things ain't really got much better for him in terms of the stats side. I don't think he's playing awful.
Nope.
I don't watch him and think, yo, this guy's stinking the place out.
Nah.
But he's not lighting it up either. The thing that I would say, and I'll come to you, Jeff, before I go back to Jalil, is I think Man United are now a team that don't hide your weaknesses, they expose them. And immediately we all now see already that Sancho is not fast. Man United have already exposed that. He's not that quick. He's not a shoot first player. already been exposed. He's not even a cross star. So we already know all that now. So what are you saying about Sancho, bro? Like, I'm a bit worried for him still. I can't lie.
Yeah, like, again, I think we touched on this, like ability-wise, and just by the nature of the age and just logic. Like, it's very difficult to come in somewhere, especially you're going from playing with like a Haaland who's like a young killer. So you two are lighting that place up. Like, he kind of lit Bundesliga up from the moment he got there. Now you're coming to a team where it's taking you 18 months to be signed when we all knew it was going to happen. You're coming in against other big play or with other big players. It's just going to take a while, especially when Man United don't have a style. Like, we already like touched on Ronaldo. Like, he's not really gonna like be completely involved in the play. Sancho is the kind of player who wants to link up with the striker, especially. We saw that at Dortmund a lot. Him and Haaland had a pretty good connection over there. So it's just going to take time. Like, I hear like the nature of the world now is criticism first, really. Like, you're not going to let anyone settle. But realistically, like, how many minutes has he's probably played under 250 minutes. I'm going to say that.
Probably around 300, maybe 300. Let's say 300.
That's 3 games. Like, I can't judge someone or condemn them a flop after 3 games. Like, just to go back, Modric is considered one of the best centre mids ever, right?
100%.
At this point, when Modric was at Spurs and moved to Real Madrid, by January they called him the worst signing ever.
Yes,
for Real Madrid.
Yes, they did.
And then he went on to dispel everything and shut everyone up. Like, not saying that Sancho is going to do the same thing, but you allow due course. Like, it's very unrealistic to expect a 21-year-old to come in and be the star. Like, I get it because £73 million, a lot of money. You might say, oh, but Pepe this and Havertz this and whoever else. But listen, man, the bottom line is all signings should be given time. Like, you can't judge someone after. We're on the it's the 1st of October. The season starts like mid-August. Like, how are you calling the kid a flop now? Like, logically, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he started off. He hasn't started off great. No one's gonna say that. He hasn't
been a great start. No,
it hasn't. I think the more I watch him play that, the more I actually think maybe he is suited more to the right hand side, rather than the left. But like, Jalil, like, what do you think? Like, so obviously you think that Greenwood should have been in the squad and not Sancho, right?
Yeah, just because look, when I said that initially, I didn't say Sancho should never be there, like, ever. Like, for me, with Southgate and how I see other, nationalities in terms of your Germany, your Netherlands, everything, it's people that's been, on form, because that's who you want to bring into the team, right? Is you're on form. It doesn't mean you've gone for good, because there's been players that stepped out and then come straight back in, for example, just after they gain form. But maybe for me, maybe Southgate is just like, I know what he's about. He's getting all this criticism, but he does the business for England, which, to be fair, he does look good for England. I can't remember seeing a game. I'm like, oh, Sancho, man, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Do you get what I'm saying? But for me, Greenwood deserves his chance, man, because he's been active. Do you get what I'm saying? If we're going to go for developments and stuff, he's not been in the under-21 squad. Like, do you know what I mean? Because he's now a senior player. He's gone up like that so quick. For me, Greenwood deserves to be there over Sancho. I've got to be real. But with Sancho as well, man, it's hard, man, especially when you like someone like that. I really like Sancho. But when you don't see, cool, there's 40 games in a season you play for Dortmund. If you don't see the sparks out of, what you've seen at Dortmund, like, compared to, taking on players, you've done very well. That is to leave people for dust. I know it's a different league, bro, but we got to just call a spade a spade. He's the man. Yeah, he was hard, bro. You used to watch those little Champions League games and you see him, Holland, these men just doing the business, and you're just like, oh. And you're getting angry that United are signing a kid like this, right? Oh, man's 21. By the time he's 25, you're gonna be popping. Like, nah, we don't want to see that. That's the thing. And obviously, as an outside of a United fan, but a Sancho fan especially, he ain't cut it for me. Jeff's right. It is too early. It's way too early. But, with these kind of things, man, if you're not happy with something, you kind of got to call it out. And with Sancho, man, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing, unfortunately. Do I feel like this is him? This is done. He's not going to ever do it. You know, especially with a manager like Oli and a team based around players who can't ball. Like, you know, people call him out. I don't think this, but Scott McTominay and Fred and that. Do you get what I'm saying? And just people that moan like Bruno, who if you don't reach his pass, he just calls you out on it and stuff. Do you feel like he's going to progress? I still feel like there's still time, man. I think it's too early, and I agree with you. I think coming out, I think he's better on the right than he is on the left. And being totally honest with you, because that's what he was on for Dortmund as well, if I'm not mistaken. On the right, he was doing a business glove. Do you know what I mean? Coming in, and, you know, those little tap-ins, and even the ones where he will lay it off to Holland will hold it, pass into him, and he scores those goals, those neat, you know, those neat goals that you love to see. That's kind of what United fans are waiting for. And I know they're the first ones to attack him, but then you've got fans like from other, like, obviously I'm a fan of him, but people that are not a fan of Sancho, you know, the Arsenal fan who said, "Oh, you compared Pepe, you know, Pepe, at least Pepe gets goals," or you know, those kind of fans will come out now and start, you know, calling them out. But they're doing it out of spite. They're not doing it based on the development like us three, in terms of like we want to see him do well. Like for me, I'm the only one criticizing him here, but that's because I like the kid. I'm not comparing him to Pepe because there's no point. It don't make sense. 5 games, I'm not going to do that to you. Do you know what I mean? But I still think he's going to come good. But I just know that all the excitement I had built up in myself, I didn't get to see, and I kind of guess that's where a lot of Arsenal fans go wrong, because we want Arsenal to be back in the top 4 like that. It could be a finger, and I guess that was my mind frame with Sancho. Even though I understand what's happening with Arsenal, but the stuff with Sancho, I was like, I want to see him do the business. Because when you used to watch him, any highlights, don't even highlights, any game, even when they lose, he's still doing the business. But when you're seeing him against, you know, West Ham and stuff, obviously West Ham are good now, don't get me wrong, but in Villa and that, like, it's like, what the hell? What's happening here? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's my only thing on it, to be fair.
Yeah, and I think there's not really much to add from what you've both said. I think Sancho, we all see the talent. It hasn't hit it off yet, but we've seen this happen before. As Jeff, the Modric one is a great example. I remember that vividly. People in Madrid were laughing at man, cussing him, saying go back to Spurs, and now he might arguably be 2 or 3 of their best centre mids ever.
Yeah, he's up there.
So
he's up there
for them, 100%. We had him on our top 10 of all time, let alone Madrid.
This is probably my top 5 centre mids ever.
We all had him top 5. So fair play to Modric for what he's done. Yeah. So, like, obviously you can go the other way. You can end up being a massive flop. Yeah. But we have to wait and see it. Obviously, Joystick's girl saying because in the Prem they don't defend from the halfway line with slow players. Obviously, Bundesliga is heaven for forwards. I agree with that. Bundesliga is easier for forwards, but you still have to do the job. Mm-hmm. And he did it at a very high level. Yeah. Well, obviously, people smash the likes. Ted Adi saying, I just don't see what he offers. If I was a fullback, I'd love playing against him. He doesn't take on his man. He barely passes forward and he can't cross.
Who's that, Sancho?
Yeah.
Sancho.
Goodness me. God.
Wait.
Ted Adi,
Wait, is Ted Adi a big fan of Pepe by any chance?
Yes, big fan.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
What do you mean a big fan, though?
Yeah, no. Ted Adi loves Pepe.
Anyone that loves Pepe will kill Sancho. I'll tell you that for free. I've had
it's like a little rivalry, that one.
Let's say this, though. Because Pepe's been here, this is his 3rd season, right?
3rd season, yeah.
Yes.
Pepe doesn't take on his man. Like, he has to, it's like you have to put a knife to him for him to take on his man. And then when you do put a knife to, he will skip past his man like he's not there. But why do you have to be like held at knife point or gun point to run past somebody? It don't make no damn sense. That's your game. Like, Sancho is, whilst he does it and he's got great feet, like, he's more a link-up kind of winger.
Yeah,
like,
he's more
that's to come in field.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, he made the point there about Sancho doesn't pass forward often, right? First of all, he's a left winger, so usually he's going to be high up the pitch. Second, if he's going to pass forward, that usually means your chances of who you're passing forward to are your striker coming short, or maybe a midfielder running past. Ronaldo doesn't link play. Ronaldo's not looking to say, yo, I want a deep pop back. Ronaldo's like, bro, what are you doing? Why is it in the box? I want to hear. Not all this dilly-dallying fancy stuff. Put it in the mixer. That's what I want. So, yeah, man. Big up CJ saying Jeff is right. I say the same for Ben White. Whoa, Ben White. Even though I didn't want him, he needs to be given a chance to prove himself. That is true.
Me too. Like, listen, and I'm like, I'll say I like Ben White a lot. I think he's a good player. Whilst he has a clear deficiency, Like heading is not his thing like that. Like he can win headers, but he's not a standout quality. That's the one thing he does need to get better at for sure.
100%.
But
last week he pocketed Harry Kane,
with Gabriel, he did. On the floor he did well. Like he had this hazy moment where it should have been a penalty. Don't get me wrong, that's a penalty.
What do we think about that? Was that a pen?
Definitely.
What are you saying, Jalil?
It's a pen.
It's a pen. You gave it away.
It's a pen, but like again, like I know the £50 million, it automatically wanted people just started laughing when you see Ben White a lot because they just didn't see him last year, and because he's Ben White, like the name is just hella English. Like what the hell is £50 million for this guy? Like what? But listen. Every player needs time, man. Like you can't just even the Freds of the world. Like before you kill him, like we have 3 years of like body of work now at Manchester United, or 2.5. Now we can say, all right, this guy ain't it. But after the first year, you can't say he is dead. Like you just can't do that.
True, very true. Big up D Star in the building saying Pep's going to ask himself if he can beat Liverpool away, and he's going to look in the mirror and say, more than you believe. Damn. Okay. So Pep's coming on that smoke, yeah? Fair enough. Saying Pepe has better take on stats than your favorite forward. Provide the name and I'll provide the proof. Damn.
Whoa, he's on smoke. He's on smoke.
But listen, we can see the stats and we can also the eye test. We were just talking about this at the start.
Eye test. Pepe is better than Sancho, and I'm a Liverpool fan.
Wait, what? That doesn't.
He's saying that he's a Liverpool fan, so there's no bias. He's a neutral.
But you're not really. You're a rival fan
of United.
Like what? Like, I don't really get what that means. And you're crazy if you think Pepe is better than Sancho for me.
Yeah. Yo, Jalil, who's better, Sancho or Pepe? There we go. You see, Jeff. There's no one that gave me feels like Sancho, bro. I'm not gonna. Jeff reminded me beginning of the show. You don't just try to man off three games at Dortmund. I don't care what anyone says. Well, even though let's say they're worse than the Prem players, but you still got to put in the effort. You still got to have the ability to do that shit. It's not giving on a play for you. Sancho's better, man. Until I'm proven wrong. I still rate Pepe. I still like Pepe, but until I'm proven wrong and there's still time, Sancho. I prefer Sancho. Yeah. Greenwood manages to pass forward, cross, and shoot. Though, what's the difference? I mean, first of all, Greenwood hardly passes the ball,
and he doesn't cross. He shoots.
And he doesn't cross.
Crosses a shot.
His crosses are shots that just end up going wide across the ball. So yeah, bro. Listen, tell that D. We're gonna chat outside of this, because your Pepe Sancho agenda needs to stop. You should be rooting for Sancho, bro. This is shameful.
That's a nasty agenda, tell that D, man.
That's a nasty
Pepe
agenda.
over Sancho. Oh.
We'll talk. Pepe can be better than Sancho if Ole stays as manager of United. True. You're right. You know what? D-Star, big up yourself for that one. That is the coolest comment of the day so far. As long
he
as
gets so much disrespect.
Bro. Bro, yes, it was a brilliant cross, but we're talking about one-off situations. But anyway, man, done with the Sancho thing. People smash the likes. Jalil, give me your prediction. Man United, Everton.
Oh man, who's at home? Everton. Man United. Cool. The fans will be on their back, so they have to perform them. Because if it's at Everton, it's a different scenario for me. Yeah, it's got to be 2-1 United, isn't it?
I agree. I'm going to the same score. Jeff?
I'm going to go draw 1-1.
Okay.
I can see it.
I can see that as well. This is
not the same. This is not the same Everton, bruv. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruv. This is a different Everton, man. I don't know what Gray and Townsend's been eating, but these two are like mad. Like,
I laughed at that Townsend signing. This guy just shoots recklessly. Like that's all he does. But he seems to be working out there. And Damari Gray has come back with a point to prove. He's like saying, "Oh, you wanted to sell me, Leicester? Yeah, all right. Cool.
Say nothing."
Watch this. Literally. And now Leicester are kind of struggling, and it's being kept. on the
Not kind of
download.
struggling. They're struggling.
They're struggling. Yeah, I was being generous to them. Yeah, they're struggling.
Yeah.
Still.
Like Maddison is like what? He's been dropped, I think, last game.
Yeah.
It's just not coming together. Vardy is literally having to pull all his powers to score goals.
Yeah, literally. Man might have to retire at the end of this season. That's how hard they're working him.
Bro, he looks knackered out there.
Yeah, bro, listen. But yeah, man, people smash the likes. Brighton Arsenal. Interesting game here. Brighton on good form. I think they're 6th on the table. Only lost one game. Arsenal on good form themselves. 3 wins in a row. Confidence is high in the camp. No injury. Well, I say no injuries. Xhaka just got injured for 3 months, which is a shame because he actually played well last. Yeah,
really good game against Spurs.
Which is just the karma of life. He plays a good game and he gets injured 3 months after a challenge that didn't even look like it was anything. But sometimes they can be the worst ones. So quick recoveries to him. But that's what we've got Lokonga for, I guess. So hopefully he can step in, do a job. So what are we saying for this game? It's at Brighton Stadium. Arsenal don't really do well there. I can't lie. How are we feeling for this game? And also, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw some poll on Twitter that was asking Chelsea fans, would you swap Havertz for Emil Smith-Rowe? Is that even a conversation?
What is going on here, man?
I'm just throwing. I don't keep an eye on social media. I saw that. I said, let me bring it to my guys. What are they saying? Like,
social media's got to stop because just 2 games ago, you were telling me that Smith-Rowe doesn't create anything and he can't score, he can't assist. So why is he there? Now he's better than Havertz. I know Havertz hasn't had the best of 5 games either. Like, it's been no assists really or anything like that. He's been dragged off a few times. But come on. Like, let's stop. Please.
Listen, man. I just got this is what happens on Twitter, man. I can laugh at it now. A couple of years ago, I wanted to make a burner account and cuss everyone, but now I'm in a better place. Still, I can just laugh it off. What are you saying, Gino, about that one?
That's all mad, man. The stuff you see on social, bro. Sometimes I post it to troll in group chats and stuff. I do that quite a lot, but that one was wild, bro. Like,
that's wild.
What
bro.
is that?
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, Smith-Rowe's not dead, but you was slaughtering him. Like, the whole Arsenal fan base was like, why are you giving him the number, was it number 10?
Number 10.
Yeah.
Why are you giving him the number 10? Oh, he doesn't score, he doesn't assist, he needs to get like, now you're licking his ass. Come on, man, balance it, man. Because if Brighton and he's non-existent, you'll be grilling him again. Yeah. Come on, man.
It's crazy.
Then you'll be saying, oh, Smith-Rowe or someone from the League One, they'll just take their piss. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally. One day it's Havertz, next day it's like you can't play for a championship team. That's how it goes. If Arsenal don't win, then it's typical Arsenal win against 2 relegation sides and Spurs and then flop away at Brighton.
Look,
I mean, you're saying about this.
If I'm being honest, if we lose to Brighton, for me it's not the end of the world because there has been. I don't want to say it too early, man, because I know 3 weeks in a row, don't get carried away, but there has been slight progression there in terms of the signings. Like, there's not been that negative spark. So, let's say, for example, they didn't have the best of games. We've still seen positives. So then we can work on the positives and then we'll learn from the negatives for the next game after that. I'm not going to be like, we lose 2-1 to Brighton and be like, oh, man, fuck Arsenal, man. It's all done, do you know what I mean? Like, for me, I'm expecting to win. I'm not going to sit around and lie. Brighton's been doing really well. I watched them against Crystal Palace. I was quite shocked. It was 1-1, right? I was like, huh? Brighton are popping it. Like, Lallana's there in the midfield, controlling the whole game. I'm like, I know he's never been shit, but man just controlled the game. Like, it was his game. But for me, Arsenal should win. I expect the same team picked by Mikel to go in with the exempt, obviously. Xhaka and Congo can come in, or even Smith-Rowe, man. Even one of them can come in as long as Partey's there to control the midfield like he did. I'm happy, but yeah, leave the forward as they are. Abanya's doing the business again. Let's see if we can just nick another one. I'm happy to take a 1-0, but I expect a lot more personally if I'm going in my head and my heart. Yeah, I don't know. I just see these nightmares of Welbeck haunting us.
Oh, that guy Welbs.
That guy Welbs.
So
Yeah, man, that's my take on the game so far, man. I don't know if I got much to add, but I expect us to win. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, if we lose, I mean, you know, all people say, oh, we win if we win. No, I'm expecting us to win, and if we don't, I'll take the heat on Monday.
Yeah. Speak up, CJ saying massive opportunity for Sambio, Mainland now state their claim while Shaq is out. Also, that Hazard versus Smith Rowe is mad, and I love yes. Yeah, I know you meant Havertz, bro, because if you actually
say,
you might
this
get
is confusing, man.
I know you meant Havertz, bro.
Okay.
Hazard, please.
Yeah, you have John will come looking for you, bro. Don't do that.
Arsenal have too much social media pressure. Win 3 games, they're finishing in top 4. Lose 3 games and again relegated. That's true. That's very true.
That's the AFTV. That's where it's done. If I'm honest.
Listen, AFTV probably ain't helped with that. They probably helped build like the influence or celebrity culture of giving opinions. But I think overall Twitter is just it's an absolute the stuff you'll see on there. Honestly, people like. I recommend you don't go on there because some of the comparisons you'll see, I've told you guys this before. I genuinely scrolled down Twitter one time and I saw R9 trending, and I was like, okay, why is he trending? Is it his birthday or something? Is it, I'm tribute to one of his goals, and I'm seeing people saying Lukaku's now scored more goals than R9. Is Lukaku actually better?
Come on, man. Just come on.
And I was like, bro, listen, I just turned that shit off.
John, you got to delete. You got to delete Twitter. It's gonna do this to you, bro. Delete Twitter.
Listen, man.
What is that? Like, who's saying that? A 12-year-old?
Yeah.
This is the thing. They have these accounts where you can't see their faces.
You were born when the BlackBerry pin was invented, and you're talking about football. Get out of here, man. It's crazy.
Yo,
more than 09, bro. More than 09 talking about R9. You didn't even see R9.
Yeah, bro, listen, man. Obviously, don't get Ed started on R9, though. Listen.
Oh, yeah. That's not, he's going to pop up like the candy man.
Or Henri, like, don't get Ed started on R9. All right, Jeff, what are you telling me for this game, man? Give me your prediction for Brighton Arsenal. What are you telling me, bro?
Oh, man. Well, I think it's going to be a close game. Like, Brighton are in form. I hear him, Basuma might not play though, so he might be injured. So if he is, yeah, there we go. So Welbeck's injured and Basuma, yeah. So if they're both injured, I expect it to be a little more comfortable. Basuma is one of those guys you can do almost everything in midfield. He's a presence, but yeah, I don't know how we're gonna sell. I don't know. I don't think Lokonga will start for some reason. I think it's gonna be. Maitland-Niles. Something tells me it's going to be Maitland-Niles.
I agree with you, though.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, like I think one of the comments said, I can't remember who said it, a chance for him to stake his claim. Like you've been making all this noise. There's been all this weirdness around you, especially around the transfer window. Everton are back in for you again. It looks like show that you can play in the position you've always wanted to play in. Like you got 10, 12 games to do that. So if you play well, great. But yeah, I don't know, man. I expect Arsenal to win. I'm going to go over 1-0. I think it will be a very, very close game. I think Aubameyang is probably going to have a tough time against Duffy and Dunk.
Yeah.
Duffy and Dunk are not shit at all. They're good centre backs. But I'm going to back him to score, man. I think with the right 3 behind him, that we're just starting. I think we'll start to see some of the old like Aubameyang. He just needs chances. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like last season, he barely got any. Like we were a team where we were almost in limbo. Like we didn't score much, whilst not defending great. It was just that there was no real focal point. Like whereas now, at least the Tottenham game is an indication of where we want to go. Like it's a bit more dynamic. I think ideally Arteta wants to play 4-3-3. That's the ideal formation he would like to play. So when everyone's fit, I think he'll do that more and more. But yeah, I'm going to go with 1-0. And I was going to say this. If Saka stays on the right, Pepe doesn't play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment, to be fair. And I think Saka had a very good game on the right last week. And for me, if I'm being honest, when the Arsenal played as good as they did last week, especially in the first half, I'm expecting to see an unchanged 11 bar outside of Xhaka's injury. I'm expecting to see the the same team. There's no reason to be dropped, to be honest.
Exactly.
I expect the same thing.
So I expect the same thing. And obviously, Jeff scored 1-0 victory, Jalil. Obviously, at CJ's, thanks CJ for letting us know, by the way. Big up yourself, saying Welbeck is injured and so is Basuma. Has that changed your prediction at all? Well, where are you going with your prediction for this game, bro?
Fuck it. 3-0. Arsenal. Go in there. We'll go in there. Especially if we don't change what we had. We'll go in there to cause problems. I think the players understand the assignment. Our whole back line haven't been playing together for that long. They all understood the assignment and never played in a North London derby in their lives. That's one of the biggest games of the season. They understood the assignment. The boy Smith ball came true. They all understood the assignment. You kick on from here. I do not expect you. I mean, if 1-0, we get 1-0, we win, or we get 2-1 and we win. I don't mind. But I expect us to go like bang, 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 bang. Everyone on crud, everyone on smoke. We got to stake our claims. We got to do the business, man, and that's how it should be. I'm gonna go through. I'm saying it on my chest, and if it ends up being anything less, I'll take the heat on Monday. I don't mind. But let's go, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go 3-0, man. Fuck it. Yeah. And do you know what? I'll go as far as saying Abba's gonna get 2.
Okay.
And Odegaard's gonna get the other one.
Okay. That'll be good. Odegaard's been playing well. I'm gonna go for 2-1 Arsenal. I think, in a strange way, I think this is almost a little bit of a bigger game for Arsenal than last week, simply because it's very important we keep up the momentum, because last week is such a high, and people can say, oh, you just got up for the derby, etc. But this is like more of your normal game, good team you're coming up against. So if Arsenal win this game, I think they can actually look to go on a bit of a run, to be honest. So I think Arsenal will win 2-1. That Basuma one is big. I can't lie. That Basuma one is big.
Big.
One, that would have just been bans if he scored. But the Basuma one actually, I think, impacts the game more. Not gonna lie, I will be shocked if we don't win the midfield battle against these. I feel Partey will have a good game. Yeah, if Partey can keep up the form he's in right now, it's very easy to forget how good he actually is as a player. Like he is still, I believe, when he's fit and fully firing, a world-class midfielder. We just haven't had the chance to see that, to be honest. So hopefully now you can just stay fit. That's the only thing we ask for, stay fit. If you play shit after that, you play shit. But at least be fit, innit? So yeah, man. All right, let's just do some quick predictions. Chelsea, Southampton, Jalil.
3-0 Chelsea, Lukaku hat-trick.
Okay. Jeff?
Said Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea, Southampton.
Yeah, I expect Chelsea to resume business. I'm going to go 3-0 as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0, but 3-0 wouldn't shock me in the slightest. Another low-key big game is Tottenham, Aston Villa. Tottenham on the big pressure right now. Nuno's on the scrutiny. But yeah, man, what we saying? Tottenham, Aston Villa. I got Villa winning that one still 2-1. I can't lie. I think Villa can go there and win. Still, like, I don't like how Spurs are playing at all. And yeah, Villa are looking decent. We saw them last week against United away. Well, what do you guys think, Jeff?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, the signs haven't been good. Was it 3-0 against Chelsea? You lose 3-1 to Arsenal. Like, I guess the only encouragement they can take from the Arsenal game is they look better for the last half an hour.
Yeah.
Like, even Kane was moving a bit. like he at least making a little attempt to get the ball. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a Spurs win. I think I'll go over 1-0. I do think it's going to be like a really, really, really tough game, though. I think Villa are going to miss like a bunch of chances or something. Like Spurs probably won't win because they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, that Watkins guy, man, misses too much, bro.
He's annoying because like he like the way he like, makes chances for himself. Like, I like it, but his finishing is, even though he scored like 14 last year, his shooting is just weird. Like, it's a bit all over the place.
Yeah. All right, Angelo?
I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2, okay. Yeah, I can see that as well. I can see that as well. Partey is quality, but will probably pull a hamstring walking onto the pitch at kickoff. Hey, please don't jinx him, G. Don't jinx him, bro. The CJ saying, "Come on, Villa, Tottenham get bad everywhere they go." Hey, listen, man, it is what it is. All right, you know what? To round it off, a little bit something new just for this week. Jalil, give me your prediction for who you think is going to be the best man of the weekend and then the fraud of the weekend. Go on, give me your predictions, bro.
Of course, it's a good one. I'm going to go with Rudiger to be the man of the weekend. He's going to make some mad blocks, some mad tackles.
You're a real fan of him, innit?
Yeah. Rudiger's Jalil type of guy.
He loves him, bro.
You don't understand how long I've been waiting to see a defender on quad bar. You do not understand how long I want to see a defender with a 40. That when someone runs up against them, they go like that. Like, oh, I don't want to crash into him. No, nigga. You don't want him to crash into you. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So, I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan of Rudiger. I'm not going to sit and lie to you boys, man. I look forward to watching Chelsea, obviously, for Lukaku. Havertz, I'm a big fan of, and Kante and them, man. But also, Silva finally got his Champions League. Do you get what I'm saying? He's been looking really good. 38? Is he 38? 37? And you're doing all that madness. Yeah. Wow. So, and people used to say, oh, he's not up there with the rest of the defenders because he hasn't won a Champions League. Look at him now. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and he's been. We don't have to look at accolades to say that he's been world class. You get what I'm saying? He's been doing the business for a long time. But yeah, Rudiger, I really like the guy, man. Just really, he's been doing really well, man. So, flop of the week.
Fraud of the week, not flop. Fraud of the week.
Fraud of the week. Oh gosh, that's a hard one.
Come back to you.
No. I'm gonna pick a United player, man. Don't worry about me. I'm just trying to think who do I want to pick on today.
CR7.
Nah. You score. He'll score a tap in or a penalty, but we know Bruno's not taking that shit anymore.
You never know. You might.
I'm a big fan of him as well. I'm gonna go for another defender. I'm gonna go for Varane. He's gonna get terrorized.
Low key.
Oh shit.
He ain't been great, Varane. Low
He
key.
got. I'm not gonna say he got terrorized, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's keep that one quiet. But yeah, all right. So Jalil's man of the weekend is Rudiger, and Jalil's fraud of the weekend is Varane. Jeff.
Guy of the weekend probably be. No, I'm gonna go with Rafinha. I feel like he's gonna destroy. I think they're playing Watford. Yeah, he's gonna destroy them.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, that guy. I honestly think he's one of the best wingers in the Prem right now. That guy is dangerous. Like, it'll be a sin if no one goes for him next season. Like, you're playing yourself. You don't go for him next season. But yeah, I think he's gonna light it up. Flop of the weekend. I'm gonna go with Frederick.
Well, West Ham, yeah. Oh, because you think he's gonna get ripped?
No, Fred.
Fred. Pastor Fred.
Yeah, Frederick.
That's what they call him.
He's fraud of the week every week, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. As long as he plays, he's my fraud every week.
Yeah, you know what? That's not even a bad shout. Even a bad shout. Poor Fred. Shout out Fred still.
Yeah, keep it going, man.
All right, man of the weekend. I might go for. I was gonna say Salah, but I might go for something a bit different. I think I might go for Saint Maximin. They're playing against Wolves, so I think he's been doing bits for Newcastle, so he might do madness this weekend. And fraud of the weekend, I'm gonna go CR7.
All right, how do we determine what's the fraud of the weekend for him though? Because if he scores and he plays shit, is it still fraud?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? But obviously on Monday, we will decide who actually was the man of the weekend and who was the fraud of the weekend, innit? But yeah, it should be interesting still. But listen, people, that's a wrap from us. It's been a quality show. Your engagement's been top notch. Make sure you smash the likes on the way out. Do it for us on this Friday evening. Obviously, Rash wasn't able to make it today, but if the messages he always shares still apply. Don't mistake those. Obviously, we've seen the horrific stuff that came out this week about Sarah Everard and the tragic case with the police officer. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're aware of that situation and you raise awareness because, you know what I'm saying? You know, girls, women, they deserve to feel safe wherever they are. And, yeah, obviously, whilst he's a sicko, you know, he's not on his own. There's more people like that we got to look out for. Go on, you know?
And don't let, like, for people that get stopped a lot, don't let one police officer stop you by themselves and talk to you. Don't do it. If there's 2 police officers, then you can give them the time of day. I've been stopped a numerous amount of times in my car, and there's always been 1 police officer in the car and 1 police officer comes to my window. Make sure that's the case. If you're walking by yourself, especially if you're a woman, please stay safe, as that John said, because that stuff is ridiculous. When I read that stuff, I felt sick to my stomach. I've got a sister, I've got a mum, I've got, you know, females all around me. Do you know what I mean? So that stuff is horrible. So please stay safe as possible, man. 100%.
Yep. 100%. As Jalil said there, obviously, not only Sarah, but also Sabina Nessa.
Oh, yes.
She was actually a teacher as well at my old primary school. Obviously, I never knew her, but that is the primary school I used to go to. And yeah, it's horrible to hear. But regardless of that, you know, as Jalil said, you know, we're not here to necessarily say exactly how the police force works, but if it means you got to go online and do some research on how to actually manage certain situations, if you're approached a certain way, then it's better to do that research because it's better to be safe rather than sorry. And obviously, big up CJ saying big up all the man them inside. Great episode and rest in peace, Sarah Everard. Yeah, man, rest in peace, Sarah Everard. Yes, rest in peace, Sabina, Nessa. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. And let's make sure that in the end, love always wins. But until then, people were out. Make sure you have a good weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday. Peace and love.
Salute.
Peace.